you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted masterpiece. All day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Black 20! Settles the mic.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Third and long. It's gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. "12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9. Get that ball. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58. Go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Please, 5-7. Hey, 5-7.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, and he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Past the 20. He's got the hook up once again to Jeffrey. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing on third. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wentz to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Wentz going to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
180.
Mike 58 right there.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
57. Hey, exit.
58, come on. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
58, boys, 58.
Wentz now on 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. 23 yards, the final tally.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Lefty.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
20.
Watch the run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0.
Keep playing hard.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Time to take a moment here, revisit this year's Pro Bowl. Played just a few exits down I-4 from the Madden home office, actually. The John Harbaugh of the Ravens, Pete Carroll of the Seattle, they were the coaches, and it was Harbaugh's AFC team who came away with a victory. Their 4th win in a row for the AFC.
AFC.
All 4 of those wins coming in Orlando. But, of course, Charles, it was a tough day in the sports world with the passing of Kobe Bryant was on everyone's mind. It kind of put a cloud over everything on Sunday.
It certainly did, and the way that news spreads nowadays, the game had really started before the news was official, and it kind of broke during the game, and obviously it spread to both sidelines, and a number of guys would know Kobe, but if they didn't know him, the respect factor across all sports for the superstars and the greats of every game and every sport, you kind of saw it as that game played out.
Now Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Tie your right, tie your right.
74, 74. 80 weapons.
Check 37. Slams.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Hey, Zeus.
24 is the mic.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Check 24, check 24. Slam, slam.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2, kill. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Already ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
24 is the mic.
We own them.
Showing it. Showing it.
Check 61. Matchbox.
It's caught by Aguilar. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, wahoo!
24 is the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 24 is the mic. In the face.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta.
Tackles. 30.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school at all-pro level in the end.
Let's get there. 58 for Mike. Yeah.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, Irvin.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Big Dad.
Corky, 82, Corky.
Wow.
Great 57.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. Wentz now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
You gonna take.
You 46 down, man, 5-4.
58.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go heavy.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Hey, Charlie.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 82.
58 for Mike. 58.
Go.
Come to
Hey, Ford Tokyo.
We want it. Come to my work. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0.
Rams, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Goff now to throw.